James Creedon for MEDIAWATCH, starting with a name change, rebranding, some sort of a revamp at Nicolas Sarkozy's UMP Party.
Mark, a mosquito just landed on your head. I shouldn't have said that on air.
There is a mosquito here. It's I can't kill the mosquito. Not live on air. Go away, mosquito. Go away. There is a mosquito loose in the studio. It's been hassling people all day. It is right there.
We need to say that no animals were injured during the recording of this.
I'm not going to do it. James, carry on. Carry on. I'll keep an eye on the mosquito.
Anyway, back to the name change of the UMP party to Les Républicains. Les Républicains.
Now he's flying off towards Markistan.
Anyway, so yes, according to it's going to the Republicans, right? Now that sounds a little bit similar to the US Republican Party, as a lot of people have been noting. Now there has been a volley of responses from the UMP members saying absolutely no comparison. It's just the party, in fact, the UMP party was historically known as the Rassemblement, or the gathering of French Republicans, etc. So it's a party name or a connotation that the political right, centre-right party in various forms has had in the past. Marine Le Pen came out with an interesting comment on it, saying that this is part of Mr. Sarkozy's puerile fascination with cowboys, Indians, cheeseburgers, Nike, and basically anything American. That's just, it's kind of funny, but it's not true, essentially.
He's been dubbed Nicolas the American, hasn't he? Before now, you know.
That's right. He did famously point out that he loves American pop culture, etc. Some photos like this, a snake shedding its skin. There was Valérie Pécresse as well, who is a prominent member of the party, saying that you don't change the product just by changing the wrapping. Anyway, all this sort of commentary coming through. Now, apparently, Manuel Valls, for years, has also wanted to change the name of the Socialist Party. I'm just showing you that because some people are saying, well, if the UMP is becoming Les Républicains, then will that mean the Socialists become Les Démocrates? Not necessarily. What else do we have on that, Mark? Some people saying, well, in a republic, aren't all political parties, to some extent or another, Republican? So why should one party have the monopoly on that notion? That's an article in Libération saying that this is a form of a hold-up, a semantic
hold-up, like it.
That's right. And some politicians are saying the same thing, that this, or yes, that it shouldn't be done. I quite liked one comment by sort of navel-gazing journalist for Le Monde, Bastien Bonifou. This is not at all practical for headlines, press headlines, or straps indeed for TV news. It's too long, Mark.
Navel-gazing journalist, I'm laughing at. Navel-gazing
he's
journalist.
only thinking of his headlines. It's too long.
Okay, too long.
Maybe Les R. Dot could do it.
Les R. Dot could do it. James, carry on, sir.
All right.
Carry on.
Okay. What else do we have? More than half of French people would be would be in favour of compulsory voting. Now,
okay, so it becomes not just a right, but a rule, something you have to do, a duty.
That's right. Now, the head of the Socialist Party in the Parliament, Claude Barthelon, he made it public that a study has been conducted by the Jean Jaurès Foundation. 56% of French people would be in favour of the idea. 77% of French people would be in favour of the idea if you could also spoil your vote. In other words, you know, if you don't want to vote, you cast a spoiled vote instead of casting
so you
no
could
vote.
You could spoil your vote. You could do it that way.
That's
You've got to turn up and put it in the urn.
Exactly, as they do in Australia, Belgium, and other countries. Many people would dream of being able to vote. In France, you can, and some don't care. You should vote. It is your duty as a citizen. Others saying, well, hold on a minute. If something becomes an obligation, then how can we consider it a freedom? In other words, you know, in a country that values freedom, if this becomes a rule, then we're kind of
this sounds like a semantic hold-up again.
It does a bit. It's a lot of kind of a philosophy on.
Can you go onto this Russian TV channel censoring Hillary Clinton's ad campaign?
All right, I'll just quickly show you this. It's a headline here in the Huffington Post. Essentially, Hillary Clinton's campaign ad was slapped with adults-only rating in Russia because it features a gay couple. Now, the whole idea of her campaign was it was a cross-section of American society. You had Hispanics founding a business, speaking in Spanish. You had a gay couple. You had a real cross-section of society. And apparently, I'll show you the screen grab. It was censored. Where is it? There it is, with a warning. So that's, I suppose, the nature of freedom. Speaking of freedom,
homophobia alive and well in Russia.
That's right, unfortunately. James,
thank you. Thank you very much indeed. James with MEDIAWATCH, Marcus with the business. Thank you, sir, very much indeed. And thank you for watching too. Stay with us. More news to come after a short break.